All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to September Roundtable. My name is Esmeralda Bonk. I'm the Assistant Council Commissioner for Roundtable. And my partner is...
Stephen Schmelzer, and I'm the Wapi-Lanaswa Roundtable Commissioner. We're looking for an Escote one.
We've got a lot of information for you today. So hopefully you'll come out of here and make sure that you guys have the information that you need to take back to your units. So let us begin. If I can get to where we are. All right. Here we go.
Those in uniform, please salute. Those who are not, put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Two. All right. Nope, we don't want that one. Here we go. All right, we've got our prayer for today. Please prepare yourself in the manner that you feel comfortable with. This prayer is a Native American blessing from Coast Miwok of Marin County. May Mother Earth guide your feet. May Father Sky keep his arms around you. May Grandfather Sun warm your cold days. May Grandmother Moon keep the glow in your heart. May the star nations light the way to the next destination. And may the Great Spirit always keep you shielded from pain. Awesome. All right, we have our safety minute. This month's safety minute is actually this week is suicide prevention. Suicide is the leading cause of death among school-age youth. However, suicide is preventable. Youth who are contemplating suicide frequently give warning signs of their distress. You are in a key position to pick up on these signs and get help. Most important is to never take warning signs lightly or promise to keep them secret. When all adults and students in the school community are committed to making suicide prevention a priority and are empowered to take the correct actions, we can help youth before they engage in behavior with irreversible consequences. Some warning signs that you see on the screen: suicidal threats in the form of direct and indirect statements, suicide notes and plans, prior suicidal behavior, making final arrangements, preoccupation with death, changes in behavior, appearance, thoughts, and or feelings. What can you do? Youth who feel suicidal are not likely to seek help directly. However, parents, school personnel, and peers can recognize the warning signs and take immediate action to keep the youth safe. When a youth gives signs that they may be considering suicide, the following actions should be taken. Remain calm. Ask the youth directly if he or she is thinking about suicide. Focus on your concerns from their well-being and avoid being accusatory. Listen. Reassure them that there is help and they will not feel like this forever. Do not judge. Provide consistent supervision to not leave the youth alone. Remove means of self-harm. Get help. No one should ever agree to keep a youth's suicidal thoughts a secret and instead should tell an appropriate caregiving adult, such as a parent, teacher, or school psychologist. Parents should seek help from school or community mental health resources as soon as possible. School staff should take the students to a school-employed mental health professional or administrator. In our case, make sure that you know the number to the scouting hotline and call our council right away if any of these things come to light. If you see at the bottom of the screen, there is a blog from Scouting Magazine that actually gives more information on how it actually affects your youth in your unit, as well as some videos that you could share with your youth. I have downloaded this PowerPoint It will be uploaded after our meeting today. So this will be active link that you can click on from the PDF that will be posted on our Facebook page. All right, Scout Law.
Scout law. A scout is thrifty. A scout pays their way and to help others. Saves for the future. Protects and conserves natural resources. Careful use of time and property. Does not play video games all day long and waste his time. All right. They are not wasteful.
They're not wasteful. Well said. Our membership limit from Melissa.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Melissa Rubik, your membership vice president. This month, let's talk about the invitation and application managers in my.scouting.org. How do your scouts find your unit? For many of you, it's through flyers and you hand out, being visible in your community, or through word of mouth. But for those lucky few, there are families searching for you on beascout.org. Because you listen to your unit commissioners, you know that your Be a Scout pin is up to date. Now these families can reach out directly to your unit in what we call a lead. These leads represent pure gold, a proactive family looking for your unit for their son or daughter. Your Unit Key 3, new member coordinator, or one of their designees should be checking these often. Make sure you are following up. The contact phone number and email should be listed in the lead. The worst thing you would do is lose one of these by ignoring them. The system allows you to make notes to help others in your unit know the status of the lead. And once the family receives an application, don't forget to mark that lead complete. It is not tied to the application. You must mark it complete. Now, what happens with those applications? Some of you are still doing paper applications for adults and youth, and that's okay. But make sure your Unit Key 3 are talking about the process and that all of you are on board. Online applications are often faster and less prone to errors when creating new scouts and leaders. Online applications can be reviewed and approved or rejected right in the application manager and contains the same information as a paper application. For youth applications, Unit Key 3, Key 2s have the ability to accept applications. For adult applications, it's only for the job for the charter org rep. Once approved, all applications go directly to council for final approval, background checks, and updating of your unit roster. An application that is not approved only has 60 days before it will time out and automatically refund those fees. So make sure you're following up on those regularly. And I will put our links here in the chat for more information. There's a wonderful tutorial and guidebook available to you on how to use both of those systems. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. With that, we have a word from our sponsor, which is our council commissioner-elect, Angelique Manette.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for that embarrassing page. So I have two things to talk to you this month that are important, that are coming up. One of the things that we most commonly get asked about is how do we grow our unit? We also had a survey that went out to all the Unit Key 3s asking them to tell us about your membership plan, your membership plan for your unit, if you had one or not, and what methods were you using. And we found that many of you don't have a membership plan, and some of you that do are relying solely on Cub Scout packs to be feeder packs for those of you that are troops. And that is the number one thing that you're requesting help on, is how to grow your unit. So the Commissioner Corps, that means all the commissioners in our council, we have 20 of them on all different levels, are going to be working really hard, especially with the units that don't have any type of recruiting plan in place, any type of membership or recruiting plan in place. So if you get a call or an email or a text from a commissioner, we are contacting you to sit down with you and help you personally, one-on-one, work on a membership plan for your unit. So we're going to come prepared with a whole list of different options, and you can pick which things you think you'd like to try with your unit, and your commissioner is going to sit down and help you make sure that you have the resources and know how to do it and can figure it out. So you will most likely be getting a contact from a commissioner, and it's nothing to worry about. They're there to help you to find those resources to help you get started with that. So please make sure when they contact you, you get back to them. And I'm excited because I think this is going to be something that's going to help a lot of units. Commissioner service, just as a recap, we are the customer service branch of Rainbow Council. So we are the people that help you deliver the program to your scouts. So absolutely, we're here if you need us. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit right now. The other thing that we're talking about this month is program. So we are in the process of rebuilding our program committee at the council level. So the program committee is the group that helps provide events at Rainbow Council. Interesting note, every event that you've ever attended at Rainbow Council for program is run by volunteers. It's not run by anybody who gets a paycheck in the office. It's a group of really volunteers who really like events and programming. And so everything from Arctic Blast to fall camporees to all kinds of those events, the camping events, those are all done by volunteers. So if you're interested in having input on what types of events and what types of programming are going to be run at Rainbow Council, watch for more information, because later next week, an invitation is going to go out for a Zoom meeting on the 20th of September. So it's a Wednesday. The 20th of September at 8 o'clock is going to be a new program meeting. And you are all invited if that sounds interesting to you, or if you know someone in your pack or your troop who would particularly love to have some input over program in Rainbow Council, to join that meeting. And like I said, the link will be going out shortly, probably this weekend, and you can click on it and register in advance, and then we hope to see you there. That's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you. Moving right along. Info minute. There's lots. So hang tight. Here we go. Did you know we have new hours at our scout shop? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they're open from 5 to 10, or excuse me, 10 to 5, reverse that. Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 7, and on Saturday from 9 to 1. So hopefully for those who have wanting later hours, now is your chance every Tuesday and Thursday until 7. So take a look. Next thing we have is our color walk and fall fest. The color walk is, as what it says, it is a chance to do about a mile walk, and you get colored chalk all over yourselves. If that is not your cup of tea, which is it's possible, there is a regular hike also at the I&M Canal that is not too far from Dollinger Farms. It is also in conjunction with the Fall Fest. If this is something you're interested in, or you want to bring someone to take a look what Scout's all about, this is your event. Registration is up on our council calendar, so make sure you take a look at that. Next, our wood badge course for this year has been canceled, but do not worry. And we have now dates for 2024. So if you were thinking about doing wood badge, but you think you missed the cutoff, do not worry. Do not fret. We have the first weekend, August 16th to the 18th, as well as the September 28th to 29th. Yes, you do need to commit to both weekends. If you're interested, please contact wb.2024.rainbow@gmail.com and for more information. Also, all Arrowmen and or parents of Arrowmen or Brotherhood people, Fall Council of Chiefs is October 1st from 1 to 4 at the Milwaukee Public Museum. The cost is $15, which includes admission to the museum. If you are interested, check out the Wapakan Lodge Facebook page or Instagram. Also, we have Sporting Clays. Is happening on September 23rd from 8:30 to 5 at the Downers Grove Sportsman's Club. Registration closes on September 22nd. So if this is something you want to do not hesitate to register. Also, we have a 10 Commandments hike celebrating interfaith community starting at Rainbow Council office in Lockport. That it goes, it's about a 4-mile hike. So if that's something you're looking into, also take a look at the Rainbow Council calendar to register. Introduction for Outdoor Leadership Skills is from September 30th to October 1st, also at Rainbow Scout Reservation. That registration closes on September 25th. That is a requirement for a lot of our troop leadership. So make sure you get your leaders in. Scouting for Food is coming soon. All units wishing to participate must register by October 1st. Also, take a look at the council calendar to register. Basic adult leadership. Try that again. Basic adult leader outdoor and orientation. There we go. I can read. It's also known as BLUE. Is on October 14th through the 15th. Can you guess where? Rainbow Scout Reservation. Early bird registration is on $25 up until the 23rd of September. Regular registration is $30. Closes on October 9th. These are hard deadlines, people. This BLUE is needed for Cub Scout leaders who plan on taking Cub Scouts on a camp out. So make sure you get that registered in. We also have Scoutmaster position specific training. This is for all Scoutmasters, Assistant Scoutmasters, Webelos, Leaders 1 and 2, and Troop Committee members. That is occurring on October 1st from 11 to 5. Can you guess where? Rainbow Scout Reservations. Hey. Cost is $10. That registration is also coming up soon. That is on September 26th. Also, we have Jamboree on the Air and Jamboree on the Internet. It was one of the largest jamborees on the air. That is occurring on the 21st from 9 to 4. Can you guess where? I bet you can't. Anyway, this event is free. A registration is not required, but if you want a spiffy patch, the cost is $6, and that registration will be up on Rainbow Council by the end of this week. There will also be Radio Merit Badge counselors available for anyone who wants to do the Radio Merit Badge. Basically, it's trying to speak to other scouts from across the country, and possibly the world, through ham radios. So very interested. And now there's a lot of ranks that you can get and advancements for both Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA. That is also in conjunction with our Adventure On Day, which is, can you guess? Rainbow Scouts Reservation. Also on the 21st from 9 to 4. Registration for that event closes on the 12th. This is open to all, and Melissa, help me, to anyone who has recruited and their recruiter into Scouts.
Yes, from June 6th to October 2nd. So all of our brand new Scouts and anybody who helped with any form of recruitment from June 6th to October 2nd.
Yes. So it's happening at the same time, but we'll be in 2 separate areas. So if you're just coming for Jamboree on the Air, you'll find us. Don't worry. All right. Moving on. Fall Camporee is on October 13th through the 15th. Registration for units is also coming close. Actually, not coming close. We got a couple more weeks, but don't delay. October 19th. Check it out. We also have on the same day is Show Your Grain from Venture Cruise. This is just a way of showing off what venturing is all about. If you're interested in participating in that area, that will be on October 11th is the closing date for that one. And I believe that is all. Woo-hoo! Which I'm still up. All right, so our leader award for this month is the Silver Beaver Award. The Silver Beaver Award was introduced in 1931 as a means of recognizing scouters who provide distinguished service to youth on the local level. The award is made the National Council upon the recommendation of the local council. Nominations for Rainbow Scout Council are due December 1st. Anyone can nominate someone. If you want more information or what the nomination form looks like, the website's there. I just realized that it's not an active link, so I will make that as an active link. So when you open it on the PDF of the Google Slides, it is active when you click on it. Whoa, it's been doing a lot of talking. There you go.
Oh, the recruiter strip. The most important patch in scouting? Arrow of Light marks a major milestone in Cub Scouts growth, right? The Senior Patrol Leader badge represents the most important position in the troop, and the Eagle Scout Award symbolizes the incredible journey of perseverance. But when considering the array of scouting awards and recognitions available to young people, there's one that stands out above them all. If you think about it, it's the ability to grow scouting and introduce this life-changing program to new people. The recruiter strip might be the most important patch in scouting. It is also the easiest to earn. The recruiter strip has just one requirement: recruit a friend into scouting. Now, the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, or Scouts BSA, I'm sorry, can earn this at the same, you can earn it at the Cub Scout level, and you can also earn it at the Scouts BSA level, as well as venturing as well.
Right. Scouts BSA Awards, and I just realized that it's really tiny. My apologies.
I'm sorry?
So for the Den Chiefs Service Award. So it's all
Wow.
your friends.
The Den Chief Service Award, right? Does everybody know what a Den Chief is? A Den Chief is a Scouts BSA that works with a den and helps the den leader do what the den leader does. All right. So in order for a den chief to earn the award, they must serve the pack faithfully for 1 year. Complete online den chief training or in person conducted at the council or district. Know and understand the purpose of Cub Scouting. Help Cub Scouts achieve the purpose of Cub Scouting. Be the activities assistant in den meetings. Lead 5 songs, 5 stunts or skits, 5 games, 5 sports, and set a good example by attitude and uniforming. That's it. That's what I got.
For more information, there is that link. Will give you everything that is pretty much in yellow. That I apologize that it was so small. So
I wasn't going to read everything.
Oh, no, I get it. But that is going to be an active link as well. All right, Cub Scout changes. So there's a lot of information that is going to be thrown at you. So if you have any questions or you need clarification, please either open up your mic and ask us, or put it in the chat and one of us chat, and one of us will try to answer it for you. Okay. One of the biggest ones is the changes when it comes to Cub Scouts camping. This was effective on September 1st. Cub Scout packs who are considering their own overnight camping activity can now actually camp up to 2 consecutive nights. When this first rolled out, I first said 1 night, and I think they started hearing everybody, and they said 2 nights is fine. The biggest thing is that the camping is Cub Scout. We know that Cub Scout camping is a family-centric program. So trying to pack up all these things makes it, a little difficult for just 1 night. The biggest thing is making sure that there is a Baloo trained leader in attendance, and all youth protection policies apply.
And Baloo training is coming up.
And Baloo training is coming up. Did I just not mention that at the info? If you're not sure, that once you do your Baloo training, it does not expire, but someone does need to be present that is Baloo trained. It's a great program. You have lots of fun, get good food. What more could you ask for? So take a look into that, but you now are allowed to do more than 2 consecutive nights at the Cub Scout level. Scouts BSA YPT updates. Okay, it is now, as of effective September 1st, adult registration required to all adult leaders or at least 21 years of age and over. Now, it is an adult paid leader. Merit badge counselors do not count. It has to be a paid leadership. Okay. Also keep in mind that a female adult leader over the age of 21 must be in every unit serving females. this is non-negotiable, everyone. So make sure that all these YPT are up to date and get done. Now, when your YPT is coming up, you should be getting a generated email saying you have 30 days before your YPT gets expired. So you will be getting warning emails. So please, 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 please make sure you're up to date. Now, I know some people have been saying, well, I am struggling with getting a second adult. Well, if you are partnering with another unit or you have a good relationship with another unit, it doesn't mean that you cannot go, hey, Melissa, are you available to be my second adult, or can you be available to be my female adult for this activity overnight, whatever the case may be? Okay, we're all in this together, so we want to make sure that these kids are out camping, but make sure that it is paid registered leader. Merit bench counselors do not count. Angie's ready to say something.
Yeah, I am. I want to say the clarification of the update was that everyone who is staying overnight has to be a registered adult leader, not just at the meetings, or they're talking about the update was about the overnight portion. Nobody on that overnight can be an unregistered adult. So you cannot have a family member who's just tagging along, stay over the overnight. And a legal guardian in Cub Scouts, it's different. In Cub Scouts, the parents and legal guardians only are allowed. So if you're not a parent or legal guardian, you cannot go with the Cub Scout. Moms, dads, legal guardians. So that's the exception with the Cub Scouts. And Fred in the comments said he's usually available to camp, and many of us are available to camp. So if you're ever shorthanded, just reach out to other units. Happy to come out and camp.
And if you're not sure who to reach out to your commissioner, and they can point you in the right direction.
Yes.
I can't see the chat, so someone's got to tell me what's going on. All right.
There's two Freds. There's two. I was talking to the other Fred.
Fred. All right. So you heard Melissa talk about updating your unit PIN and a unit dashboard. So one of the things that National started doing was they started streamlining and actually cleaning up the dashboard. So the only ones that actually can see this are the key three or your designee of a key three. So one of the things that I want to show you is first the unit dashboard. When you actually go into my.scouting.org and you go into your unit to find your unit, you come up to your unit summary. Okay, this is your dashboard. If you go down the dashboard, you get all this information, you know, what your district is, because we've got a lot of questions. I'm not sure what district I'm in. Well, there you go. It's right there. Who are your key leaders? Who is your scoutmaster, your unit treasurer, your chartered organization rep, and so forth. It even shows who your commissioners are. So if you're also one that is like, well, I don't know who my commissioner is, take a look at your dashboard. Your dashboard will show that. Your adult volunteers, before we had to figure out, well, I'm not sure what my percentage is of trained leaders versus position trained leaders and my PT, you have to download this report. Once you go to this dashboard, it is all there. It's in one spot, ready to go. You don't have to hunt for it anymore. The other thing that is on that page is your roundtable attendance. We got a lot of this today. I don't know where this is. Well, moving forward on this same dashboard, if it is a virtual location, it will have the virtual registration link to the roundtable. It will also say who the commissioner is. It's usually me. What time it is. Oh, I forgot to change that. What time it is. What time. What day it's on. If it's a physical location, the address will be there. They're working on actually getting a pinpointed map of where your general location would be for a physical location. So everything will be here, and it will also show you how many roundtables you've attended in the last 3 months. Just saying. All right. Also, It gives you your membership, how many people, you know, how many youth you have new, how many actually you have, comparative to what you've done last year. Can you guess? This is the same information you need to fill out your Journey to Excellence paperwork. It's all in one spot. It also tells you who your advancements in programs, if you need to download your report, it's all there. Everything is on this dashboard. So committee chairs, scoutmasters, charter.org, great place to be. Take a look, take a peruse on this dashboard. Now on that same page of your dashboard, if you look to the left, you will see your left where it says unit pin. Melissa was talking about making sure your unit pin was updated. Now, why is this important? Well, when people start looking at beascout.org and they go, I want a troop from this location and with this address, if your pin is not up to date, it will not pop up. It will not pop up as one of the units in your area. It gives you, this is from my unit if you haven't guessed, where you know who the contact person is, or do you see it on your BS Scouts? Are you accepting applications? What you could do a little bit of a description of where you meet, how often, whatever you seem pertinent information for someone who is looking for a unit to have. You know, if you meet someplace and you guys all have to go in one specific door, this is a great place for you to put, you need to go through door number 3 around the corner to the far left side. I don't know. If you have a unit website and things like that. So this is a great thing. This is also the same place where you can pull up your rosters. If anybody is transferring in from a Cub Scout into a Scout BSA, or going from one Scout unit to another Scout unit, everything is here. Speaking of that, recharter. Recharter is another great thing. The recharter process is starting now. One of the things, this was a great timeline. You know, I know it says December recharter units timeline, but if you look at the very top, the timeline at the top is what's so important. The biggest thing is making sure that every single family's email address is correct. That is the first thing you need to do. And we'll get into the recharter in just a minute. Making sure that that is up to date, because moving forward after this recharter year, everything is going to be going to the family's email address. So if they gave you an email address from 4 years ago and then they changed it and that hasn't been changed, you as a key 3 has the ability to change it. So making sure that those are current, plus the fact that that is what National uses, that is what our council uses. So when you were trying to figure out why you're not getting certain information, well, if we don't have a current email address, that's part of the problem. So what does the recharter looks like? Because you've been hearing all these rumors about families rechartering and all these things. So let me put you guys at ease. And this is what's going to happen. The new charter process does not start until February 2024. What does that mean to you? You are still rechartering the way you've always done it. Online, as a unit, no questions asked. After February of 2024, okay, this is where the change will be. And this is where it comes in. It says it'll take effect March 1st to allow all units renewing in 2023 a complete renewal cycle. January of 2024 units as of February 1st will have a 1-month lapse as a way to transition from March 1st change to the February one. Okay. So got it? So you want to get those registration in. By the way, our recharters are all due December 1st before someone asks. Okay. So what is that going to look like moving forward after the recharters? Because some of you are like, but we collect dues. How are we going to pay if we collect dues for rechartering and blah, 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 blah. Hang tight. This is what the family's role is going to look like. The annual renew for the registration of the members will be via online link. So which is why emails have to be current. Email reminders will begin 60 days before the renewal date. The majority of us will have renewal dates all at the same time, so that's not going to be a big deal. These are for all the new scouts starting after this year. And then it goes on from a, renewal link or opt out will be sent out 60/30 in all those days. Parents can renew the registration via credit card payment or pay at the council office if you prefer. Okay. Reminder notifications will be in Scout books beginning 45 days before the renewal date. Okay. That is the role of the family. So what does that look like for the unit? Units will be able to choose to pay renewals for all members. This option will block out online payment by the parent. Okay. So the parent can choose, no, I'm going to pay, or no, I'm going to let my unit pay. Okay. Units will be able to opt out of a member so as not to pay for someone who has quit. So units will get notifications via emails from members to be renewed and members who already renewed. So if you already have someone who already renewed because it's on their checklist and they were going down the checklist, when you go and recharter for the unit on everybody else's behalf, that one will be blocked out. Renew status will show on your unit rosters. Units will have access to reporting in My Scouting for members due to renew. Unit renewal will be simplified and streamlined. The unit will validate the leadership and YPT requirements, validate the membership requirements, and pay the unit charter fee. This will all be done from one screen on your My Scouting by one of the key 3 or key delegates. Okay, so first and foremost, email addresses must be current. Second thing, this year we are rechartering the way we always have. And as we move forward into 2024 and start going towards the 2024-2025 rechartering, we'll have more information and hopefully a sandbox to be able to show you where everything is and how it all looks. I hope this puts everybody at ease. I hope. Yes? No? Maybe so? Crickets. Are we good? Are there any questions? No? Okay.
Lots of questions that they've been answering them in the chat.
Okay, good. I can't see it
Yes.
because I'm showing the screen. But if you see right now,
The question on the thing is this going to be only for Scouts crossing over from Cubs? Or mainly for them? That's the question.
as in for okay, ask that question again.
This will mainly impact Scouts crossing over from Cubs, question mark.
No, when they're already registered. If they're already registered with their unit, because a lot of those crossovers don't happen until February. So they're already still registered as the Cub unit. So when they cross over, they're already registered. All they're doing is transferring over. Does that make sense? They're not paying twice.
So really, as anybody who was registered before August 1st, 2023, anybody who signed up for Scouting before August 1st, 2023 will be December renewals. Anybody who signs up for Scouting on or after August 1st, 2023 will be that month. So if they signed up in August, they have to pay in August. If they signed up today, they'd be September.
That doesn't take into effect until 2024.
That does not start until 2024.
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So all of us were joined before August 1st. We are all going to be December forever.
Correct.
The person that joined yesterday is good through next September and will have to pay next September and every September.
That is my understanding. Yes. I had someone's hand up. Justin.
So most of this makes sense. So just for me to explain to our committee, we are doing our normal collect money from families, take care of recharter this year. As of February, when anybody else joins, they're going to be paying online. Come next year, recharter, our families are going to be taking care of payment and everything on their own by December via the internet links and all of that. On a unit level, what are we going to have to do at that point to recharter?
After
Next year, just like next year, families pay for themselves. Are we just going to get a link that we pay our recharter fee, send paperwork to council, and we're good?
Correct. That is my understanding up to this point.
Okay.
Uh, By that point, they usually do send out a sandbox to kind of play around in and poke around in to see what it looks like from all ends. So once we get that information, we will start training on how this new rechartering is going to work. So up to this point, we are all rechartering December. That's it. The same way we've always done it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Keep
good.
in mind that for especially for our Cub Scout units that are still recruiting right now, they will show as paid on your recharter for this year because the system is live right now that they pay for a year. So that is one change you will see for this recharter, but they will be on there and this was a thing in the past. If you signed up in like December, you were showing on recharter as already paid. So Justin, that you said it doesn't start next year for them to pay themselves. If they're brand new, that's already active. And the fees are all in the system for 1 year.
And for them, their recharter or renewal anniversary will be when they signed up, August, September, October, whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
The end of the month where they join is their due date. So if they join August 1st, they're due by the end of August every year.
Okay.
Any other questions? This is
I have a question. So if an adult signs up online, is there something that's going to ask for their like YPT dates and stuff like that? So are they going to have to be trained before they can actually sign in as a new adult?
They have to have their youth protection done for their application to go through. And remember also any adult has to be signed off by your charter organization rep. So that requires their signature on the application as well. So if they're doing it online, it has to be approved by the charter org rep before it will go through, in addition to having the YPT certificate also.
So they just can't jump online and sign
They
themselves up.
cannot just jump in and sign in. And remember too, we've had to have 2 registered adults, because I'm addressing a comment in the comments too. We've had to have 2 registered adults for many years now, about 5 years. You can't just camp with an adult, registered adult and a parent. If you have additional beyond the 2 that are family members that are coming, yes, you'll need to add those to your registration. But we really have had to have 2 registered adults for the last, I forget, 5 years. So hopefully it's not too hard of a change for your unit. And remember, part of the reason that we're doing that is because all adults staying overnight with the kids need to have had the background check.
Safety.
absolutely. So it's always best that if you're having a new leader, just do a paper one, or they can just start it, do the fillable PDF, print it out, and then sign it and send it off. So it's always the best way to do that. This is the portion of our roundtable. I know today was more of, this is what's been going on over the summer and things that you need to know on what's happening, because when you get too many rumors and too many people saying different things, we want to make sure that you hear it from us correctly. You've been hearing me say over the summer, for those who've been at camp, that your commissioner core is your #1 resource of information. So making sure that we all understand what this all is very important. So I know there's not a lot of training, but I think that dashboard was helpful for a lot of people. But we want to hear from you. And this can actually, we can probably stop the recording at this point, Angie. I think, oh wait, no, I can do it. Never mind. I think you can do it.